When I started my business in 2008, I honestly didn't have a whole lot, and I didn't really know a whole lot either. But I've learned so much in these over 13 years, and so I wanted to talk about today. If you don't have a lot and you really want to start your own business, should you bootstrap it? What's up? I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, and I share the Bible that is business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. I am a small business owner, more specifically a beauty business entrepreneur, owner, and operator. I started a skincare line in 2017, and I'm also a licensed esthetician. So I have been through so much in business, and I honestly did bootstrap my business. I did not have a lot of money. I didn't have investors. I didn't have a rich family. So for a lot of people, that is their story. But if you're thinking about starting your own business, you might just want to be a little bit patient before you just decide to just make that step out and bootstrap everything. All right, so let's be real. Sometimes you hear stories about entrepreneurs who started their business years ago, and you will hear them say that they didn't have anything. Like, they had nothing, like the Whitney Houston song. And to be honest, a lot of them are lying, because they had something. They had a 401k plan that they were able to rely on or something like that. It wasn't that they just had absolutely zero. And to start a business, when you hear about Donald Trump saying that he got a loan from his dad, but it was not a little bit of money. It was a lot of money. And a lot of people would love to say that they had that much to start out with to start their business, because that is a pretty hefty investment. So when you hear those stories about entrepreneurs who say that they had nothing when they started their business, a lot of them are just not being 100% honest with you. So let's talk about what bootstrapping is. Bootstrapping is pretty much you start out with what you have, and that's it. And that may be a little bit of credit, but it's usually just, if you have a little bit of credit, you use that, max that out. If you have some savings, you use that. You may have some things in your house that you hawk or pawn or whatever to get the money to invest in the things that you need to just start, to just get started. Not to have any excess or extra, but that's just to get started. And then you use what you have to make money off of those things, and then you just continue to make investments in your business as you go. And that's pretty much what I did when I started my business years ago. And it can be cool, but it's usually a slow moving process when you do things that way, because you have to use everything, for the most part, that you have coming in to put back into your business continuously. And listen, I'm not saying that it's a negative thing, because I did it. But when you don't have those investors and people that you owe, besides if you use your credit cards, of course you have to pay those bills, but it can be cool because you don't really owe anything to anyone in terms of having investors where you owe them reports and you have to show them how the money is being used and how much money have you earned and how are we meeting our benchmarks and those different types of things like that. Because in essence, your investor sometimes may be like your boss in a way. Like, do you really want that if this is your own business? So when you do bootstrap, if you're smart, then you will use the money that you're earning to put back into your business and not to capitalize your lifestyle. So one of the reasons that you may want to bootstrap is to stress less. So when you have investors, like I said previously, they're sort of like your boss. So when you don't have those investors to answer to, then you don't really have to stress about, am I meeting those requirements and those benchmarks? I mean, you should definitely want to set requirements and goals and benchmarks for yourself or your business, but when you're having to prove that to other people, then sometimes it puts the stress more on you to get to a place where you just may not be really ready to get to in your business. So investors, it could be a cool thing for you if you really don't want to have that stress of having to deal with all of the financials on your own, but it's one of the things that you would have to consider even with partners. That's just one of the things that you would really have to consider. So I'm really grateful that in the early years of considering to open my own business, and at one time speaking with people that I was possibly going to partner with, I'm really glad that it did not happen. I may have been a little disappointed at first, but I got over it and I still moved forward regardless. And I can definitely say to this day, my business is still operating and theirs aren't. Just being honest. And one of the drawbacks to bootstrapping your own business could be slow or no growth. Because let's just be upfront. Marketing is essential for any business. It really is. And there are so many different methods of marketing now. When I started many years ago, social media marketing wasn't even really a thing. It wasn't. You definitely had access to Facebook. There wasn't really an Instagram, I believe, when I started back in 2008. There was, what's the other one? MySpace, yeah. I didn't use that, but there was really no social media ads. So marketing was billboards, print magazines, radio, television, those different types of things. And those things still exist, but they are really expensive. And even social media ads, they definitely do add up. Don't be fooled by the boost this post for $5 because Facebook ain't showing that to hardly anybody, okay? So it costs money to market your business. And think about this, marketing, when you consider a celebrity or a reality star, they are technically marketing because they have been in whatever television show or movie, or they've had music and they've garnered that fame. That has been their marketing over time. So if they invest into a product or a service or something like similar to Rihanna with her Fenty Beauty makeup, she already had all of this marketing for all of these years. So there's a reason why she could create something today and it would sell out today if she put it on the market today, because she had all of those many years of the marketing, because people have become fans of hers. So they're just like chomping at the bit to whatever she has to offer now because they like her. So all of the years of the know, like, and trust factor has built up, and that really is what marketing is. It's getting people to know who you are or what you have to offer, getting them to like you in some way, shape, or form, and to trust that what you have to offer is what they need or what they desire. So someone seeing what you have to offer one time and then purchasing it is really a long shot. It's not impossible, but it rarely is. So marketing is essential. So when you are bootstrapping and you don't really have the money to invest in marketing, it can really impede your growth. So it's something that you really have to consider. All right, so when you're bootstrapping, it's possible that you may be giving the competition the upper hand. Now, I'm not even one of those people that pays attention to the competition. I know some people say you have to know what your competition do, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you really have to know what you're doing and focus on you. That's what I believe. I'm not saying you shouldn't be aware of a competition, but don't focus on them, focus on you. But anyway, if your competition, if you know, whatever industry you're in, and they are not bootstrapping and they have the finances to invest in marketing, then it's not really fair, because you are not giving others the opportunity to find out who you are, what you have to offer, so that they have the opportunity to choose you. So that's one of the things that you would have to consider if you're going to bootstrap your business. Do you feel like you may be giving the competition the upper hand in the situation? So I'm going to add this. If you feel that bootstrapping is your only option, then you may want to just go ahead and do it, but start working on your credit. Use credit to grow your business. Credit is honestly key and essential, and it's a part of life, especially here in the US. So using credit options to help you with your business so that you're not having to spend all of your own money on your business, and then you can utilize what you are earning to make money versus using what you are earning to spend in the business to get more things so that you can make more money. You want to get to the place as early as possible to make your money work for you. So if you can use credit to invest in your business and use the money that you are earning to invest in yourself, meaning investments that are going to grow over time so that you can get to that place where you are becoming more wealthy in your life, then I would absolutely say do that. When I started my business many years ago, I bootstrapped it because honestly, I felt like that was one of my only choices, and I didn't have the knowledge then that I have now about credit. So if your credit is not in a good place, start working to get your credit cleared up. And sometimes it may take longer depending on what your credit situation is personally, but you definitely can do it. If I was able to do it, you definitely can do it too. And I'm really grateful because my credit score is definitely now close to the 800s again. So I'm really excited about that, like celebrating. But yeah, do what you can with what you have and learn as you go so that you don't have to bootstrap it as you continue in your business, so that your business can grow and thrive. All right, guys, so that is it for this video. I really hope that you learned a lot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, here to share the Bible. That is business, inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and like this video as well. And so until the next time, guys, I hope you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.